What is up, guys? Ben Allen back again with another video, and today I have Benjamin Brodden again, and we're going to be talking about the top 5 best things about being a combat medic, 68 Whiskey, healthcare specialist, all that fun stuff, right? But without further ado, let's get to it. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be going over a collective, top 5 things of what we think are the best things about being a medic, right? So I'll let Brodden start it off and then we'll just go from there. So this is number 1.
So in my opinion, the number 1 thing would be just being connected to everybody in your company, and even further than that, like your battalion, your brigade. You get to meet a lot of different people being a medic. So just, like doing all the ranges and going to the field with the guys, you form some really close connections. So I would say that's the number 1 thing.
That is probably the number 1 thing, the people, like just meeting all those people, like everybody knows you, like, oh yeah, Doc, hey, I got this, I need this, or like, hey, like, oh yeah, that's Doc, all it's the respect you get from the guys, like they need you, they love you, and you need them and you love them as well. So I really like that aspect of being a medic. To me, that's one of the best things as well, just knowing the people, and the connections you build. So I would say second thing and the best thing about being a medic is the ranges you get to go to, right? Because if you're a line medic and you're, say you're attached to an infantry company, right, or something like that, they're at the range a good amount of the time, shooting M4s, 240s, all that fun stuff, right? Like, and especially if you're like on rotation, sometimes you get to do training with like the foreign armies that are there as well, right? So like, that's a bunch of fun stuff too. You get to shoot foreign weapons, you get to like learn all this cool things about like how weapons work, and you get to shoot them, and they're like, yeah, hey Doc, come jump in here, bro, like come shoot off a few rounds, and because you really get to learn outside of your scope. And so to me, that's number 2.
So number 3, I would say, would be just getting to interact with the docs.
That's a good one.
And learning some stuff that's kind of, it's above your skill level, but as long as you're practicing under their license, it's something that they can teach you. So it's not something you'd be able to just like, you see somebody has like a growth on their arm and you're like, oh sweet, let me cut that open real quick. But if you're training under the doc, they're going to teach you how to do that. So you get to do some pretty cool like procedure type stuff and kind of learn like the next level of care.
Yeah, so pretty much if you guys don't know, like we practice under like an actual like physician or doctor's license. So pretty much like whatever they're comfortable with us doing, we're allowed to do. And if you work in the clinic, sometimes you get that like one-on-one like pretty much classes, and they teach you how to like evaluate a patient, how to do different tests for like the knees, the backs, for any like situation that should arise with with the patient, like they'll teach you, right? They'll ask you like really thought-provoking questions. They'll be like, oh, well, what do you think we should do? Or how would you do this? Or what do you think we should do? And it's just super, super cool getting to like train with them and get to learn from them, because they have so much experience. They're actually certified doctors, and they're there taking time out of their like busy schedule to train you and teach you and all of this cool shit. Pretty much, it's awesome. Like, we didn't used to have that like back in the day. Like we used to have like some PAs that really didn't care about teaching, and then the ones we have currently are like always like, hey, let's do classes, hey, let's do this. Like I think it's really, really dope. So that's a real good number 3, the access you have to that higher education. I would say for a solid number 4, guys, comes in at being able to learn outside of your scope of practice, right? So as you know, we're both medics, right? But we're both line medics as well, right? I'm attached to an infantry company. He's attached to the, what are they?
Like the support company?
The support company, pretty much. All the mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you have like medics who are attached to like the tanker companies, right? Or the scout platoons. So I've been with the scouts, I've been with the infantry guys. And what I mean by learning outside your scope is that being their medic, I've learned infantry stuff, right? Like how to clear buildings, how to like, and with the scouts, right? How to like do observations, how to do some recon stuff, how to do like moving land nav and vehicles, just stuff that you normally wouldn't be taught, in your 68 Whiskey MOS, like right off the bat, right? And like, it's just been so cool learning all these different things, right? Like how to do a range card, how to do, how to set up an OP, how to do all these different things, right? Whereas opposed to just being, you know, attached to the company and just rolling around, you know, waiting for somebody to get hurt or pulling med coverage or just working in a clinic, right? Like, because I already have clinic time, like I don't need more of it. I mean, it's always good to learn and continue that education, but to be able to learn more to add on to your experience and your skill set is so great, especially just being a medic, being a line medic in particular. It just helps out so much with the job and making you an all-around better soldier. So that's number 4 for me, guys. And last but not least, we have number 5.
So for number 5, I would say, you know, we kind of already talked about, you know, as a medic, you get to go to a lot of ranges. And like that's one thing about being a medic is you get a lot of cool opportunities. So number 5 is the opportunities that you get as a medic. So depending on what kind of company you're in, you'll be able to like kind of take advantage of some of these different opportunities. So like for example, if you got your air assault, like that opens up some opportunities to like go around and, you know, jump on a helicopter and support some mission or training mission that they've got going. What's another good example of some opportunities?
Let's see.
Oh, you pulled med coverage on EIB, right?
Yeah. So like opportunities, right? So I've gotten one of the best things I've ever done in the Army was pull medical support for this SF detail we had going on. So it was pretty much like a few of our guys training with Special Forces soldiers. And I swear I've never been more motivated in my military career than when seeing these guys train. Like seeing the Special Forces dudes like do their actual like job, clear buildings and all that stuff. It was so mind-blowing. They were in and out super fast. They got on the objective, they completed the mission, they actually brought in a bird. I saw a full 9-line medevac like run its course. Like, you know, they just teach you in AIT, but you never really get to see like the actual like Chinook come in or the Apache come in and then actually take the casualty out. So it's so cool. Like the training opportunities that are given to you as a medic are like so surreal and they're so awesome just because not many people get to see stuff like that, you know what I mean? And also as for opportunities, building on it, you have access to all these higher learning classes, right? Yeah. Like at the end of the month, we have like this nursing class going on, I believe, that they're sending like 3 people to. So you have like what's the word? Opportunities like that, pretty much.
Continued education.
And it's just so dope. So I would say number 5 is a solid one, coming in at opportunities given to you, like when you're a medic. But yeah, so that's 5, guys. That's, you know, 5 collective, you know, best things about being a medic between Broden and I. I'm sure opinions will vary, right? You could ask some other medics like, oh, what do you like about, what is the best thing about being a medic? They'll tell you something different. But these are ours, guys. If you're a medic or you're going to be a medic, comment down below what you think is going to be the best thing about being a 68 Whiskey combat medic, healthcare specialist. I want to know, guys. Keep me informed, and also follow me on my Instagram at Ben_Allen175. It's the best possible way to reach me. I'm telling you, if you guys have questions, that's a place to do it. If you guys want to see my stories, my pictures and all that stuff, that's the place to do it, guys. It's, you know, #1 spot ever. But let me know what videos you guys want to see in the future, guys. I'll make them happen. And also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Later.